Number 4 is emergency fund. Okay, so people say, I'm going to buy a house, and then I'm going to have insurance, and then I'm going to have some savings, and then should I buy and when? This is an order of importance. Number 4 is emergency fund. Now you've got your insurances in place. Okay, might take you a year or two to get there. The next step is to say emergency fund. I must have 6 months of my income in a separate facility. It could be in your access bond. An access bond is a very nice thing, because there's just some banks that are becoming a little bit hairy, so just make sure. We've had clients whose access bonds were just stopped. Okay, so now you've planned on this access fund thing, all your money is there, one day the banks, they just say, sorry, there's 600,000, just gesluk. That's happened. So just make sure with whatever you bank with that you've got it written, and it's, you see, and the major with access bond is if you've got a 8% interest rate, or say whatever it is, okay? The net after-tax return, guaranteed return, is like 11-12%. So you're not going to get that anywhere. Plus, it's accessible. All that I'm saying is have a rule in place. Because what happens is, it's like an opportunity. Kom ons vat daai geld. Don't use that money for opportunities, okay? But you need to see it as separate. Remember why? If it's not separate, then when the mother-in-law knocks on the window, okay, you've got money. But when it's separate in your mind, in your heart, and in your reality, it's separate, that's 6 months expenses, okay? Then it's not to be touched unless the rules have been broken. So if you can't pay your rent or your house for 3 months, it's really going tough, guys. This is not Mickey Mouse, someone's knocking, you didn't pay after 1 month. This is an emergency. It's getting hairy. Then you put your own rules in. Together with me, we formulate rules to say, only at this time will I use my emergency fund. And I don't even want to ask how many of you have 6 months of income saved separately. Because the reality of the thing is, most of us don't. Most people don't have a month to survive if no money's coming in. And that's a scary, 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 scary place. Why? Because your client owns you. You have to do that deal today. Why? You have to. You are not the master of your money. You see, what happens is if you don't have that reserve stays there. And how much confidence do you not go into the marketplace to add value, to help people? Because you know, I don't need this business. I can walk away from this business if God doesn't want me to. I don't have to push the sale or try and pressure him to say yes or anything like that. I've got the foundation. So then your insurance automatically becomes less, because you've got self-provision for 6 months. And when you've got rental properties, that money can go into the pot when you retire one day. But as your income grows, your emergency fund must grow. And it doesn't have to be 6 months. If you feel safe for 3 months, or you need 9 months, if you're in the steel sector in this last year and you didn't have an emergency fund, a lot of industries, with the strikes and stuff, if you didn't have an emergency fund, you were under. So there's a lot of industries that are, but do your own calculation and make sure that is specifically put. I would rather say get a lesser return. Just put it into a money market account, but you know that account is for an emergency. So insurance is not a wealth-creating asset, and then your health is not a wealth-creating asset. So with what I do, the Money Mastery program that's in front of you, I want to build a financial foundation for you, with you, in your life, because I'm going to show you, and I want to schedule appointments with as many of you are interested with Anita after this. You can schedule a time in my diary to explain to you how Discovery can pay 50%, how to create wealth with your insurance. Okay? How can you create wealth with your insurance as well as with your health? So we have a special offer where we can give you a guaranteed cash back every year on your life insurance, disability insurance premiums. So please read it through, book a time with me, fill in the form with Anita today so we can meet, and before the time I'll prepare to see how personally I can create wealth with your insurance. I've seen a lot of people, they're 55, they've got nothing. Why? And they've been business people their whole lives. Why? Because they didn't work that business for 5 years until it became a successful business and worked for them, and then moved on. Because there's about a 3-year period, I believe. Okay? The first 2 years you figure it out. Now you can make money. But then it takes the hard, non-entrepreneurial thing to do to then put in systems and hire the right people, the boring stuff. I don't like that stuff. You don't like that stuff. That's horrible stuff. But if you know why you're doing it, you want to have this business work for you, then you're going to bear the next 3 years and you're going to say, hey, in 3 years' time, I'm going to put the business aside, let it run itself, I'm going to find the next challenge.